Hey all, okay, we're doing something a little different. We're doing a lot of things different. This is simulcasted with Facebook, because most of my friends, Facebook friends will hate it. That's fine. I'm in the mood to trigger people today. Bring it on. Bring it on. But did not write a script, so I'm going to try and be as organized as I possibly can. This is not, for those new on Facebook who don't know about my YouTube channel, this is not what I usually do. I'm almost done with my YouTube career as it is, and I plan on a Swan song video coming up. I have spoken about it already. Just a reminder, at the end of the month, I'll be removing the join button below canceling memberships. So for those of you who joined and became a channel member, I appreciate you all. I will speak about this again when I do my Swan song video. In the meantime, do not join the channel. Yeah, first time you hear a YouTuber when they don't join the channel, okay? Because I'm going to remove channel memberships. I'm going to be done with YouTube after my Swan song video, which is coming. I had no plans on doing such a video like I'm about to do now. I had absolutely zero plans, but I feel too strongly about this and kind of want to discuss it with my viewers. Most of my viewers are from outside of Canada, let alone outside of Quebec. And I want to know what they think. My American viewers, my British viewers, I want to know what they think. And I know it's gotten me stressed out to the point where 2 days straight, my blood pressure almost hit the roof. Yeah, your girl got herself a blood pressure cuff upon the insistence of her doctor. Yeah, your girl got a. Your girl got a. Yeah. Okay, so your girl got a. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's see. Is anybody watching? Probably not. Oh, I'm still unlisted. Oh shoot. I'm still unlisted. Oh God, how silly can I be? Can I change it to public? Oh, done. Okay. All right, can we do it? All right. I don't know. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, it still remains unlisted. Oh, damn. Okay. Hang on. Does it still remain unlisted? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a technical problem. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Hey, Lulu. Hey, Fisherman. Good to see you. Good to see you both. Okay. Hopefully others will be coming. Hi. Good to see you both. Fisherman, Lulu. Didn't I make you a mod here, Fisherman, once upon a time? Did I not make you a mod here once? I don't know. Can't remember. Anyways, okay. Anyways, it's not really important at this time. We don't have that many people. And like I said, my YouTube career is about to come to an end. But, yeah. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Alrighty. I can't see the comments in StreamYard for some reason. Okay, I can't see the comments in StreamYard. All right. Sorry, it's the first time. I did? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I made you a mod. Either way, I'm going to be done with YouTube very soon anyway. It's going to be this stream, probably the next stream, which will be the Swan Song video where I say goodbye to everybody. But that's not today. Yeah, I am. And that's going to be discussed in further detail, Fisherman. Hey, Sama. Sama, I think you might, I don't know, Sama, I think you might agree with me on this. I don't know. I'd like to, so stick around. Stick around, Sama. Yeah, it is, Lulu, and I'm going to do a Swan Song video to talk about it. This video, I don't want to be on too long. I just want to get my thoughts out, and I want to see what people think. What people think. What does kific mean? What does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? Okay. Hey, Glory. Hey, Glory. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, the Discord's going to remain, Fisherman. That's definitely for sure. Don't ever worry about that. For those wondering if my Discord is going to be remaining open, yeah, that is going to always remain open. It is separate. I feel, you know, especially my longest time members have felt that my Discord has really helped them to have the interaction with other people who empathize. So no, I'm not going to take it down. But what I will do, in fact, I'm going to drop the link to my Discord. Okay, I'm going to drop the link to my Discord server. For those of you who wish to join, I strongly encourage it, actually. I strongly encourage it. Okay, you both speak Arabic. Okay. Okay. You're listening from the beginning? Okay, Sama, that's pretty good. Oh, the Lulu, I will miss all of you too, but you know. Oh, you do? Okay, that's all right if you speak Arabic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Good. The thing is that we need more people to join. LOL. You're all welcome to join. It's a very, yeah, it is. Thank you, Fisherman. Yeah, Fisherman. Thank you, Fisherman. A lot of channel subscribers, long-time members, long-time channel members, have all been a lot of them have been members of my Discord. So yeah, I encourage you to join. It's very different than most Discord servers within our community in the sense that we don't really serve up YouTube tea. I do have a room for YouTube drama and receipts if one is so inclined, and that's going to remain up too. That's not going to change. But it's not really, the whole Discord itself is not really for tea. Okay, just to let you know, it's for meeting new people. There are rooms with different interests. So I'm sure you'll find something that interests. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways, okay. So, anyways, hey, Dragon. I missed you too. Good to see you here, Dragon. Good to see you. Glory be. I'm gonna message you on Twitter later. I'm gonna message you on Twitter later. I think, unless there's somewhere else I can get in touch with you. Yeah. Because there's something I want to ask you. Yeah, I am. But this is not my last video. I am promising a Swan song video. But yes, I am leaving YouTube. I will be doing a completely separate stream explaining why and having that interaction with you. But today, that's not what we're doing. In fact, I didn't plan to do a video today. I did not plan to do a video about this. And like I said, I wanted my viewers from outside to know. Yeah, of course. Of course, post your poetry there, Fisherman. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So to let you know, now they... yeah, that's okay. You're good. You're about to find out. I'm about to talk about that, Sama. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you, Glory be. All right. So, Sama. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate it. So anyways, today's topic, I usually don't do politics on this channel. It usually gets me into trouble. I don't get that many views, and they usually get demonetized. And you better guarantee this one will be demonetized too. But because we're going to be talking about the Rona, like the Okra. I'm using code language here. I'm going to be demonetized anyway. I might as well use the real words. Ugh, I'm so upset. So as many of you may not know, the reason I've been absent and the reason I'm leaving, as you may know, and those of you watching in replay who may not know, a lot of you do, but many of you don't. I've had a lot of hospitalizations. I've been very sick since the summer. And on Halloween, I had a diagnosis of pericarditis, and this is relevant to the topic at hand. Okay, I got a diagnosis of pericarditis, which is an inflammation of the lining around the heart. Okay. And I also have something else called right pleural effusion, which means I have fluid on my right lung. I was forced into quitting smoking, obviously, because of that. I've quit smoking since Halloween. No, not really since Halloween. Second week of November. So we're over 2 month mark now that I quit smoking. And to be honest with you, I've turned into an emotional basket case ever since I quit smoking. I've turned into a total emotional basket case. I'm still suffering from withdrawals from it. So you'll forgive me if I sound a little cray-cray at times. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And so, no, it doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry, fisherman. Yeah, heart problems. Yeah, it's not fun. So I live my life. So that's why I have a blood pressure cup in the house, because my doctor wants me to take my blood pressure regularly. I have a pulse oximeter in the house. Trying to keep my heart rate below 100 at rest is a challenge. Trying to keep my blood pressure uh, under 130 over 85 is a problem. Is a problem. So those are the types of challenges I go through. Hey, Cat Scratch, good to see you. I love you. Thank you. I love you too, Cat Scratch. Yeah, I love you too, Cat Scratch. For those of you watching on Facebook, I can't see the comments. If you're commenting on my Facebook page, I can't see it. If you want to engage, I'll answer you later. You can drop a comment. I'll answer you later. Or you can join me on YouTube. The YouTube link is there. The YouTube link is there. You can come and join the chat. Okay, so those are the two choices, those of you watching on Facebook. Okay. Thank you, Cat Scratch. So yeah, that's a lot of reasons why I'm a little cray-cray. So that being sick, I live alone. Plus, just getting over being sick, just busy with life, trying to catch up. How are you, Deco? I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling better, Sama. I hope you're doing better, Sama. Yeah. So the pericarditis, I want to make it clear, it did not come from the vaccine. I know, because that's what a lot of people have asked me, if it came from the vaccine. The answer is no, because I have not had it. The mRNA here in Canada, pretty much the only thing on offer, or at least in my province in Quebec, is the mRNAs, Moderna and Pfizer. And even then, Pfizer is pretty limited. It's only Moderna right now that's on offer in Quebec. And now the screws have been put to me. Now, you can be pro-vaccine. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you not to get vaccinated. I'm not going to tell you to get vaccinated. I'm going to tell you to talk to your healthcare professional. Because what people and politics fail to get is that everybody's medical situation is unique. It's different. And I hate these faceless people on Facebook judging me, okay? Sama, I'm so sorry. Fedora, I hope you're feeling better. I wasn't anywhere near as sick as you have been. You're always in my thoughts and prayers. Oh, thank you so much, Sama. Much appreciated. Hey, Linda. Linda, good to see you. Good to see you, Linda B. Okay, so anyways, I did not get vaxxed because I have a childhood history of seizures. And when I did my research with the mRNAs, it does list seizures as an albeit rare side effect. But when you factor in my neurological history, the risk is that much higher. Plus the fact that I live alone and I don't have anyone to help me. And I'm afraid of having a seizure alone. Now, I think most of you know that if one is in the throes of a seizure, you're not going to be able to call 911 to get help for yourself. Not even. Hey, Christina. Oh, God, I'm so glad you're here, Christina. You are awesome, girlfriend. And I want to thank you for always listening to me. And Christina, my only wish was you lived around here. My only wish is that you live around here, Christina. You had seizures when you were a child? Yeah, well, I can't take, that's not a chance I can take, fisherman, okay? Because I live alone. I don't have any help. That's not a chance I can take. Then the pericarditis came. Okay, and then the pericarditis came. Hospitalizations. My life is one continuous chest pain. Okay, heart palpitations, dizziness, and fear and anxiety. Thank you for enjoying it. I'm enjoying the snow. I'm used to the snow and cold, but I can't stand it. I'm thinking of moving somewhere warmer. Well, I wish that for you too, Sama. I wish that for you too, Sama. So, yeah. The problem is I got to be vaccinated to move to Scotland. Oh, God. God. Oh, yeah. I would love to move overseas. I would love to, nothing better than to move overseas. Ugh, I'm tired of North American culture, truth be told. But anyways, like I said, then the pericarditis came. And as most people already know, pericarditis and myocarditis are both listed side effects of the mRNAs, particularly with Moderna, which is pretty much the only one on offer in Quebec these days. Okay? And here's another thing to remember. Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, they yanked Moderna. They yanked Moderna because of concerns of myocarditis and pericarditis. And forgive me if I trust these Scandinavian governments more than I trust our own federal government. Yeah, more than I trust Trudeau, because I'll tell you why. I think Trudeau is in bed with Moderna and Pfizer. Does it sound like a conspiracy theory? Maybe so, but if you want, another time I could do a quick video on which conspiracy theories turned out to be true in history. Huh? I don't think we would have found out about Watergate, for example, without conspiracy theorists. Yeah. I won't get vaccinated until I know what I have to when I travel this summer. You see, and that's a choice that I respect, Dragon Lion. You know, that's a choice that I respect. And here's the thing. I think he is fisherman because and I'm going to get to why. Okay. There is another vaccine that was recently approved by the World Health Organization as well as the European Union, the EMA, they call themselves. It's called Novavax. Okay. It's called Novavax. Other jurisdictions have already approved of its use. Novavax, unlike the mRNA or the crazy kookish stuff from Johnson & Johnson or AstraZeneca, this is actually based on the old school vaccines we've all come to know and love over the years. Okay, it is really based on the old school vaccine. And the adjuvant is actually made from plants. Okay, and so I find that appealing too. As a vegan, especially, I find that appealing. They did. Now, here's the thing. The Trudeau government signed a contract in February of 2021 for Novavax to be produced here in Montreal, actually, which a double whammy. It would be good for the Montreal economy, right? Support your local economy. And my crux is mainly about choice. And I chose to hold off and wait for Novavax. I would feel safe with Novavax. I would feel fine with Novavax. I would not feel fine with mRNA. And even if I don't have the side effects right away or whatever, I'm always going to be anxious. I'm always going to wonder, as it is, I'm anxious, wondering if I'm going to have a heart attack every day. You're doing bookkeeping, accounting, Lulu? Oh, that's good for you. Hey, House. Good to see you. It's good to see you, House 2017. I'm glad you're here. So back to what I was saying. Anyways, for anybody just coming in, welcome. I'm not going to repeat. I'm just going to put it back to the beginning. I'm just going to put put it back to the beginning for those of you. You can watch it replay. I'm going to watch it in replay. So anyways, that was what happened. They signed the contracts, and whenever that Health Canada would approve of Novavax, it would be produced in Montreal. Okay, that was the plan. Once Health Canada approved of it, it would be produced in Montreal, even though the company is headquartered in Maryland in the United States. Novavax, so anyways, what happened was Novavax submitted their application for approval with Health Canada on November 1st. We are now in the middle of January, and Health Canada hasn't approved, which leads me to believe that Moderna and Pfizer, particularly Moderna, have hamstrung our prime minister. Okay, this is what happens when you allow corporations to govern, to co-govern. This is what happens. People who think that doesn't happen in Canada, yes, it does. Even though there are laws put in place, there are always ways to circumvent. The rich and famous do it all the time. Politicians do it. Corporations do it. So, yeah, and I'm convinced. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, folks. So I'm not against personally getting vaccinated. I just would feel better if it was Novavax. I'm not anti-vax. I get a tetanus shot when appropriate. I got a pneumonia shot once I was diagnosed with pericarditis. And the problem with my lung, I got the pneumonia shot willingly, my choice. I got it, my choice. Thank you. Yeah, good. For those of you in school, yeah, thank you. It is all about money. Thank you. Hey, little boots. Good to see you too. So, anyways, I've been waiting for Novavax to be approved, but I've lost hope. And meanwhile, I do take my precautions. I don't really go out anymore except to medical appointments. Number one, because it's freaking freezing here. It's freezing out there. And that kind of extreme cold is not good for the heart. Number two, I live in a vertical Armageddon, so to speak. 4 floors, no, all stairs, no elevator. And taking the stairs, particularly when it's hard, okay, I have to take breaks. I'm short of breath. I get chest pains. I get dizzy. So taking the stairs upstairs is a challenge. So my apartment's no longer even really appropriately for me to live in, but I'm stuck in it. So it's not like I'm out purposely coughing on people. No, that's not what your girl is doing. It's not what your girl is doing. No. And so yeah, and the problem is the medical exemptions. I was informed last year, and this is by a clinic administrator who told me that doctors are afraid to sign or write any letters Rona related exemptions because our Premier Legault had threatened to revoke their license, to revoke the licenses of doctors, thus forcing doctors to play politics over the best interest of their patients. So that doesn't make me feel reassured either, you know? And the last poll that made me upset, some of you may have heard of it because it made CNN, it made Reuters, and I think it even made the BBC. Our premier wants to charge a vaxtax. He wants to charge us unvaccinated people some kind of tax. We have to pay a tax. Glory be, I don't know. That's the thing. Legal experts are shaky on this, and I find that they're acting cowardly. They say it definitely goes against the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, but what would happen in court would be a crapshoot if it were to go to court. And here's another problem, Glory be, fishermen, anybody who's watching from Canada knows a little thing called the notwithstanding clause, which was something that Papa Trudeau way back in the 80s implemented when he repatriated the Constitution in 82. Now, basically provincial premiers use the notwithstanding clause to their advantage to put in laws that are unconstitutional. So even if they were all to go to court, our premier is a big fan of the notwithstanding clause. He uses it. He has passed draconian laws. Hey, Naughty Rudolph, good to see you too. Pfizer didn't feel anything, but my mom and sister felt sick afterward. It's different. Exactly, Lulu. Exactly. I've had 2. Now got to get a booster, maybe a 4th. I don't know. I stay at home. Yeah, me too, Linda. Like even I'm going to have a blood test. A nurse is going to be coming here to draw my blood. So you can imagine a nurse is going to be coming to my apartment to draw my blood. You were born in 1992. You don't know much about Papa Trudeau. Okay. I don't know what you were taught in your history class in high school, but okay, fair enough, fisherman. So, yeah, it also goes against the Canada Health Act of 1984, glory be. But again, what would judge decide in court is a crapshoot. Doctors that I've seen writing, doctors who have given their opinion, most doctors are against this as well. They are solidly against this. Also, in other provinces, the public health directors in the other provinces who are doctors are all against it as well and have pretty much ruled out in their own provinces. But never say never. Premiers have flip-flopped before. Remember Doug Ford once upon a time said he would never put in vaccine passports. He didn't like the idea of a 2-tiered society. What did he do? He went and put in vaccine passports. So never say never. But at this time, I am kind of reassured that the other provinces won't. There are other jurisdictions, on the other hand, in the world that do it. Austria, Greece, but Greece is financially corrupt to begin with. Sorry for those of you who are Greek. It's nothing against the Greek people. It's just Greek politics I have an issue with. and Singapore. But Singapore, then again, this is a country where if you spit on the sidewalk, you get arrested and thrown in jail. So hardly an example. All you need to know about Papa Trudeau is that Nixon hated. Yeah, well, I didn't like Nixon either. I don't think many of us like Nixon either, let's be honest. Yeah. I think it was a mutual hate society, glory be, you know. I have nothing against Papa Trudeau from history, except for the notwithstanding clause. That's the thing he did wrong that I don't like. But other than that, Papa Trudeau's governance, not too bad. He did a lot of good things for the country. I'm not going to argue that. He did a good job back then. But I'm not here to give a history lesson, really. So anyways, onward. So we have the vaxtax, which has got me panicked. And it's adding more stress. And without my cigarettes, it's turning me more into a basket case. Yeah, I'm spurging off on Facebook too. I'm really good with my insults. I think I've hurt some people. I have no regrets about that. They deserved it. Anybody who's offended, if the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella. If the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella. Yeah. So since it doesn't look like, I've lost hope that we're going to get Novavax here. And I cannot take the mRNA. I can't. I really can't. I'm afraid it will kill me. It will kill me. And you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. I am alone here. Already I'm a heart attack waiting to happen. I mean, look at it this way. How logical is it? Okay, let me put it to you another way. How logical is it? Are you going to give penicillin to somebody who's allergic to penicillin? No, of course not. You're going to give them antibiotics. You're going to find a way around it, right? I have an intolerance to lidocaine, which is the stuff dentists use to freeze your mouth. But a dentist will have to find a way around that for me, you know? I have had issues. You can ask my mother if you ever talk to my mom. My mom will tell you ever since childhood, I have always reacted badly to half the pharmaceuticals out in the market. You want me to offend you? Lulu. Christine, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Christine. Lulu, you want me to offend you? Oh, thank you all for making me laugh. Thank you all for making me laugh. Oh, God, I love you, my YouTube audience. Oh, and he nailed Barbara Streisand. That's right. Papa Trudeau nailed Barbara Streisand. Glory be. Glad you remember. Hey, Mask Rapper. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mask Rapper. Okay. Again, for those of you watching from Facebook, if you want to participate in the chat that I'm chatting with, come to YouTube. Come to the YouTube side of things. Otherwise, I can't see the Facebook. I'll respond to comments later. If there are any. Oh, God. I am trying everything not to turn into an emotional basket case. And I love you too, Sama. I love you too. The only laugh I had recently was DC Media Girl getting her car stolen. But I know I shouldn't wish evil on her. But yeah, DC Media car. Could you imagine DC Media Girl running around the streets of Washington, D.C., looking for her car like Mr. Magoo? Yeah, okay. But anyways, back. Yeah, I wasn't here to talk about DC Media Girl. Sorry, I got distracted. I mean, after all, this channel did become discussing the haters, but we're back to what I'm doing. Oh, Linda. Stolen in quotation marks. Yeah, I read something about that on Kiwi Farms, Lulu. I read something about that on Kiwi Farms. You think it's lies too, Glory? You think it's lies too, Glory B? Oh, God. Wait, what? DC Media? Yeah, and it turns out it looks like she found it, quote unquote. Okay, I mean, I know you can't see me, but picture, air quotations, fisherman, quote unquote, found the car. Yeah. Me too, Sam. I'm imagining her like Mr. Magoo, you know, roaming the streets of Washington, D.C., where she lives, you know, searching for the. Oh, I'm sure it's happened to a lot of people, though. People forget where they park their car. Oh, it's happened to a lot of people I know in my time, that's for sure. No, I'm not going to say who. I'll protect the guilty. I'll protect the guilty. Oh, God, I'm glad you're all here. You're helping me. You're really helping me. You're helping me with the laughs. And now I'm distracted, and we're talking about DC Media Girl's car. Oh, God. God, we're talking about DC Media Girl's car. I know I shouldn't wish bad on other people, but she did get the car back, or supposedly it never got stolen, or it never got stolen in the first place, which of the two. Oh, God. Sama, there's always good people calling her out. Right on, Lulu. Oh, God. So, I like the dogs too, Linda. Oh, yeah, I like the dogs too. I remember when she once said she wanted to get a pit bull. She wanted to adopt a pit bull. It's like, please, not with the two existing dogs that you have. Not with the two existing dogs. Because that's not going to end well. That's not going to end well. Yeah, but anyways, back to the topic at hand. Anyways, sorry for the deflection, or some of you might have appreciated it. Some of you might have appreciated it, but sorry for those watching came for the other thing, but yeah. Did you hear about FBRC? Who's FBRC again? Who is FBRC again, Lulu? Better dog owner. Yeah, young dumb honey, but yeah, no, I'll give that to DC Media Girl. She is a good dog owner. She is a good dog mom. I'll give her that. Yeah, the clipping the ears I have a problem with. Ear cropping I have a problem with. Tail docking I have a problem with. My New Year sucked. Thanks for asking, Mask Rapper. My New Year sucked. Thanks for asking, though, Mask Rapper. I appreciate you. Hootie Beauty Reaction Channel. No, I didn't hear about them. I know who they are. He was exposed on the farms. Was he exposed on the farm, on Kiwi Farms? Oh, no, I did not hear. No, I did not hear about it. Oh, God. Yeah, tea to catch up on. Don't worry, I'll still keep up with the tea even after I'm gone from YouTube. Yeah, even after I'm gone from YouTube, I'll keep from the tea. No, I have no idea what happened, Linda. I'm just learning about it. I'm just learning about it now. I had a feeling that guy had some skeletons in his closet. Miss Fucking Wonderful. Yeah, but Miss Fucking Wonderful lost her channels, fisherman. Miss Fucking Wonderful is gone. Miss Fucking Wonderful is gone. Twitter, then the farms. It always ends up on the farms. Always ends up on the farms. Yeah. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Sorry for those of you who came for this. So anyways, like I said, it's gotten so, back to the topic at hand, it's gotten to the point where it's gotten so nasty and toxic on Facebook. It's gotten so nasty, so toxic. You know, one thing I don't get, you know, the unvaccinated are blamed for clogging the healthcare system. And now a lot of people are gaga giddy for this vaxtax. Here's the problem. I pay taxes into that same healthcare system. In fact, I pay more in taxes than most in my income bracket. I am definitely taxed at a higher bracket than those in my income bracket. I even tried challenging it with Revenue Quebec to no avail. I kept losing. So this is one reason why I'm actually considering leaving the province of Quebec. Yeah. I'm strongly considering leaving the province of Quebec for good. I'm going to move out. Yeah, that and the vaxtax. I don't feel secure about any of this. Issue I bet Nags is dancing in the streets. I haven't talked to him in a while, Linda. I really don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. YouTube is always toxic. I'm talking about Facebook. I'm talking about Facebook being toxic. I've known 2 people to die of the COVID, an uncle and a cousin, and both were vaxxed. I'm so sorry to hear that, Christina. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, here's the thing in Quebec that's weird. Talk about insanity. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If the numbers are to be believed, and I'm not entirely sure that I do believe them because we've been lied to countless times. Supposedly in the province of Quebec, 90% are vaccinated, 10% are not. If those numbers are true, which again, I'm not convinced they are, but let's play with these numbers for the sake of argument. Number one, why are you so afraid of such a small segment of the population? If you're so convinced that your shot protects you so well, why are you so worried about a small segment of the population? Why are you so worried? This is a question nobody answers me. Nobody answers it. Why are you so worried? Okay, and again, I'm not one of those people that's out. I'm not at these protests. I'm too sick to be out at a protest. I can't even handle the stairs of my own apartment. I'm in my apartment minding my business. You know what I mean? I don't get out because I'm too sick to do so. Yeah, I'm so sorry about your loss. Your husband has the virus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lucy. Sorry to hear that, Lucy. Yeah, that's high. It is high, Linda. Numbers are lied back or not. I haven't been sick in 10 years. Everyone I know who got the shot is all sick. Yeah, me too, mask wrapper. We got the shot about 7 or 8 months ago. Okay, right on. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell anyone not to, but more and more that I see what happens, I question it. I'm surprised most people don't ask the questions that I've been asking and that never get answered. Saint Lucky, I'm not vaccinated, not because I think there's something wrong with it, but because COVID isn't a virus I'm worried about. Had it been something terrible like Ebola, I'd be the first in line for the shot. Okay. Okay. Thank you. He's not too bad right now. Okay, well, that's okay. Okay, that's good. I love Lucy. But I'm sorry about your husband. I'm sorry. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I have never had COVID. I've had 7 PCR tests all the time that I've been in and out of the hospital. I've had a grand total of 7 PCR tests. Yeah, that's a lot of swabs up the nose that feel like they're trying to dig to find my brain. They haven't figured out yet. I don't have a brain to find. That's my little joke. That's my little joke. I don't think they work that great. No, I don't think they do either. That's the other thing. Why, when it's obvious it's not preventing spread, it's not even preventing hospitalization, why do you want to force us to get vaccinated? Why? Why? Hey, Silvana. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Silvana. Oh, God. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Silvana, I wish I could move. Can I move to Germany? No. No. Kidding. I can't. Kidding, I can't. Yeah, prayers for Lucy, for those who pray. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good thoughts to Lucy and her husband around here. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's my question. If it doesn't work, it's not preventing the spread. It's not even preventing hospitalization or even a trip to the ICU for that matter. Why do you want to force us to get it? And here's the thing. Everybody I know that has tested positive, gotten COVID to varying degrees, are all double and even triple vaxxed. But everybody I know that is not vaccinated hasn't gotten it once. I don't like saying that out loud because I feel like I feel like karma is going to come and hit me. I feel like karma is going to come and hit me. This always happens when I get too cocky. That bad karma always hits on my doorstep when I get too cocky. But you know, and I have had 7 PCR tests, like I said. Grand total of 7 PCR tests with all the hospitalizations I've had. My daughter got a letter for her to get the vax. She's 12. The letter was to her, not to her parents. Really? Really? And she's only 12? No, that's not okay, Christina. Here in this province, the age of consent for a kid is 14. A kid can consent at 14 here in this province. She's only 12%? Oh, that's not okay. No. Thank you all. God bless you. Don't forget to pray. Right on, Lucy. Right on. Christine, my cousin was vaxxed and she's in a medically induced coma. Oh, I'm so sorry, right? I'm very sorry, Christine. I'm very sorry. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, yeah, I know MFW lost her channel. I heard the good news a while back. Miss fucking wonderful. She lost her channel a while back. Heard the good news. Okay, whatever will we do for entertainment around here anymore? Anyways, back to God. I keep getting distracted. I told you I'm unscripted, and when you let me go unscripted without my cigarettes, Oh, bad, not good, not so hot things happen. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Oh God, I'm talking like French fried girl now. Damn, 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 damn. Smack me one. I'm talking like French fried girl now. Ah. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, but anyways, the vaccine pass. The point is, the vaccine passports didn't work. Okay, they didn't work because us unvaccinated people can't go into the places that require, like the restaurants, the bars, can't go in. So it isn't us spreading it. It ain't us. And since the latest variant, Okra, we'll call it Okra, Omicron, we'll call it Okra, came from overseas, came all the way from South Africa. And since you need to be vaccinated to get on a plane or a cruise ship or whatever, it means vaccinated travelers brought it over here. Okay, they brought it over here. Am I going to blame them? No, shit happens. Okay, people bring disease back all the time when they travel. You know, people go around. This is cold and flu season. You know, and the other reason and so this vaxtax, I don't get it. Hey, AK, good to see you. Good to see you, AK. If COVID is spreading so high and people just not vaccinated, like me, that can't go to the clubs, sporting events, inside restaurants and stuff, if we're not spreading it, well, what do you think, mask wrapper? That leaves who? Right? That leaves who? Okay, I'm just talking about what is laid bare in front of us. Okay, I'm not talking about anything scientific. What's laid bare in front of us. That's all I'm talking. And but now a vaxtax, I don't get it. And since my doctor would be likely afraid to lose his license if he writes me up an exemption, like I had a private talk to him, he understands why Novavax would be my best option. He knows this. I had this talk with him on several occasions, but he stopped short when it comes to writing an exemption. Yeah, stop short because the premier, and I learned, like I said, this was last year, even before vaccine passports came into play, that any exemptions, a doctor risks losing their license in this province. It is wrong. Well, think about it. Yeah, you're right, Lulu. It will be endemic. And where do the variants think are coming? A non-vax hasn't changed their DNA. We're creating, yeah, I know, Christina. Lots of other companies that apply. Yeah, I know that too, mask wrapper. No, they don't care about work ethic, huh? No, I didn't think so. Nobody cares about work ethic anymore. That's the thing. Nobody cares about work ethic. No one does. Partly why my politics have shifted slightly to the right. Ay, ay, ay. Partly. But anyways, like I said, if we implement a vaxtax, there's a couple of things I have that are wrong with it. Number one, that further opens the door to privatized healthcare. Okay? That opens the door further to privatized healthcare. Now, I know many in the United States live with that and you're fine with it, and that's okay. That's okay. But for people like me, it doesn't, I am for keeping healthcare universal. I am for keeping, our healthcare system universal for everybody. So, and being triaged by urgency, not by pocketbook. But this is the kind of healthcare system Francois Legault has always wanted. If anyone was paying attention in the 2012 election campaign, that's what's on his wish list. Completely privatized healthcare system, scrapping the universal healthcare system. Nobody was paying attention. Not my fault. Not my fault. But at that time, I was still writing political commentary when I had Sister Sage's musing. So, of course, I paid attention to that. And I still remember a lot of it. Oddly enough, I still remember a lot of it. So that's number one. That's my number one problem. Number two, it's a slippery slope. What comes next? Are you going to tax smokers? And it can be argued that smokers do harm the health of other people around them. That's why you can't smoke indoors anymore. Like, there's not even a smoking section in restaurants anymore. That's why you're not allowed to even smoke on a terrace. Okay, because it had been proven that secondhand smoke causes harm to other people. So it can be argued, yeah, you pay a tax on cigarettes every time you buy a pack of cigarettes. But you're buying something tangible. You're buying a pack of cigarettes or a carton of cigarettes, or you're buying a vape. So yeah, there's a tax on that. But how would a tax on an unvaccinated person work? That's the other thing. He has not been transparent. He announced this 2 days ago. He has still, to this time, has not talked about how much it would cost, what kind of payment schedule, or how this would work. He has not talked. He has not been transparent. That's right. Secondhand smoke is bad. No private. You think private healthcare is a nightmare, AK? Okay. Okay. You know those studies were not true. There's actually no studies that prove that secondhand smoke. Really? I thought there was, AK. Could have sworn there was. Okay. But either way, I know my ex who had asthma, it made him sick. Okay. My secondhand smoke would make him sick. So when he was living with me, I had to smoke outside. I had no problem with that. And I had no problem smoking outside for the health of my ex. Yeah, I had no problem with it. No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm reasonable. When you're reasonable with me, I'm reasonable with you. If you are nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you don't want me to expose you, then you should have been nicer to me. And if you're offended by something I say, well, if the shoe fits, Cinderella, that's my new motto. If the shoe fits, Cinderella, that's my new motto. I wonder if he's trying to... Yeah, well, that's exactly... And it's unfortunately starting to work like a charm, Christina. A lot of people, there were like 7,000 people today that lined up to get their first shot after the threat. Yeah, but and you know what that tells me? That people think of their pocketbook before their own health. That's alarming. That's alarming. Yeah. That's alarming. So I'm in between a rock and a hard place. I am considering leaving the I am definitely. I'm doing more than considering it. I am starting to look for a place to move to. I am definitely moving out of the province. I've already decided. I'm moving out of the province. And it's not just because of this. This is just the vaxtax is just the camel that is just the straw that broke the camel's back. I've been thinking about it for some time now. I don't like Montreal anymore. I don't feel at home in Montreal anymore. I don't like the snobbiness of Montreal or the elitism or exclusivity of Montreal anymore. I don't like that I pay higher tax rate than most in my income tax bracket. Who pays 40% on 40% on my income tax bracket? Maybe in Europe they do, but they get more bang for their buck, apparently. They get more bang for their buck. This whole pandemic has proven, yeah, that most people can be bought. Very true, Christina. You shouldn't have to make an appointment to get the shot if it's so important. Yeah, and here's the other thing I don't get. People are lining up to get the rapid antigen tests. They're lining up outside in the frigid cold. No physical distancing whatsoever. Make that make sense, especially for the shot. I mean, you used to say you go, you line up, no physical distancing. It's frigid cold and typical cold and flu season. You get the shot and whoops, you test positive for the Rona. Or you just get the cold and flu because it's cold and flu season, So, yeah. That's about to change in this province, Mass Rapper. That's about to change. So anyway, since the vaccine passports didn't work, they proved to be an abject failure. What does our health minister talk about? Extending the vaccine passports to places like Walmart and Canadian Tire, and to the SAQ. For those who don't know, that's the liquor store. And the SDCQ, whatever you call it, that's the pot store, the marijuana store. Yeah. They want vax passports for that. I'm pretty sure the vaccine is not it isn't, Fisherman. It isn't. In my province, 2/3 of all cases, at last count anyway, the last count that I saw, 2/3 of all cases hospitalized and people at home are from the vaccinated, actually. Yeah, they are. And here's the thing. It's so sad why our feds will not bring Novavax here. Because I've been reading up and keeping up, and Novavax apparently would be more effective on the variants than the mRNAs that are there. It would be more effective. Yeah. Now, some of you may ask why I did not take AstraZeneca when it was first offered a year ago. Yeah, here's the thing. AstraZeneca was causing blood clots, like severe blood clots in other people. It was listed as a side effect. And for the same reason I was never put on birth control pills, and for the same reason I'm not taking Provera like I'm supposed to, like I was originally supposed to, is because blood clotting issues run on both sides of my family. Okay? Yeah. Strokes, phlebitis, pulmonary embolism run on both sides of my family. So I don't need any of that on top of the current health issues I already have. I really need that like I need a fucking hole in my head. You know? Once businesses go out of business, they have to deny customers with no vax their custom. Yeah. You don't. No, I think most people get it every year, the flu shot. I don't do the flu shot, so I don't think it's every year. A lot of people do it. I don't do the flu shot, like I said. I don't. You know? And you know what? I never caught the flu. I get everything else. But God knows I never caught the flu. No. And I've got the pneumonia shot, so I'm covered for that. It's one thing for a vaccine to be a year, but it's another if you have to take so many in one. Yeah, I know, Dragon. The only reason they're pushing this vaccine so hard is because they want this one world agenda. Yeah, because they do that in China already. We've lost our democracy in this province. Do you know that our premier has been governing by decree for 2 years now under the guise of emergency measures? And he kept renewing them. And that means he kept the National Assembly closed and no sessions with the opposition parties, no debates, no discussion with the opposition parties. Not in 2 years. No. Not in 2 years. And it's an election year for him. And you want to know the scary thing? If polls are to be believed, it is said that he would win a majority with 80% of the seats. You know how fucking scary that is? That's another reason why I want to get the hell out of here. I have to get the hell out of this province for the sake of my mental health, for the sake of my own health. I gotta get the hell out of here. You know that song by the Animals? We gotta get out of this place? From the 1960s, anybody? Yeah. I'm not going to sing it, but you get the idea. Yeah. China pretty much got rid of the virus mainly because it's in their vaccine too. Vaccine just lessen the symptoms. Interesting. I can see Trump trying the same thing. 30% for getting the presidency. Move to New York. You want me to move to New York? It's too expensive to move to New York City. It's way too, I can't afford that. The average rent of a New York City apartment is more than my monthly income. It's true. It's more than my monthly income. Plus, the healthcare in the American healthcare system with all my health issues, I wouldn't have access to proper healthcare. So, because I would not have access to healthcare insurance because of all my chronic illnesses and my pre-existing conditions. So that's a bit of a problem. I can't come to the United States. I got to think about, can I access healthcare for my health issues? So that's something I got to consider when I leave here, when I move out, and I'm going to do my research on that. Yeah. St. Min is in the States, so I got lucky. I have rent stabilized here. I have health first. That's best. They don't pay anything. Oh, God, I'm sorry to hear that. See, I can't live in a place like that. I can't live in a place like that. Wherever I go, I have to research it. I did research the Netherlands. As it turns out, I do have rights to Dutch citizenship. So does my brother, for that matter. Never told my brother this. If my brother, I'm not going to dox him, so I'm not going to give him his name. If my brother is watching this, this is news to you if you are ever considering it. You and I both have rights to Dutch citizenship. Didn't know that. Yeah, we do. So ultimately, I would like to move to Amsterdam or in the outskirts. Amsterdam proper is too expensive, but in an ideal world, I would love to move to Amsterdam or just on the outskirts. Even Rotterdam would be fine, or the outskirts of Rotterdam would be fine. But that's an ideal, perfect world that I will never attend. So I'm settled. I'm thinking, I don't know yet. I don't know. So it has to be in Canada. I'm kind of trapped in Canada. That's the thing. I'm kind of trapped in Canada. I hope you don't have mail-in ballots. If you do, don't bother to vote. It won't matter. We did have mail-in ballots, Christina. We did. Go to America as an illegal. You will get everything. I don't want to do that, though, Christina. I don't want to do that. I don't want the stress of being an illegal. I don't want to do that. Hello, Tori. Good to see you. I don't know what you just typed there. Just don't know what you typed there. Mods, please keep an eye on that. My nephew lives in Amsterdam. You can't get a place to live for years. Oh, really, huh? It's become that popular? Oh, Jesus. Thanks to know. Okay, thank you, Glory B. Thank you. No, I don't want to party in Amsterdam. I don't know. I like the idea of a public transit, just on public transit, and I can go by the seaside, go to Zandvoort. I remember when I was in the Netherlands when I was 11, and my favorite place to be was Zandvoort. It was a seaside. It was a beach off the coast of the North Sea. And it was my favorite place to be. And I kind of like the idea from Amsterdam. It's a half-hour transit ride to Zandvoort. So in the summertime, where I'd be all the time. I would be in Zandvoort. No, I don't want to move to Japan. No, too far. No, don't want to go to Japan. It's hard to migrate to Japan anyway. You kind of have to be young. You kind of have to be young to migrate to Japan. Yeah. Yeah. But back to what I was saying, the slippery. I keep getting distracted. I love you guys. I love you guys for distracting me and trying to cheer me up. I love you guys for that, and I appreciate you. Oh, God. I hope to meet some of you in person one day. But anyway, back to what I was saying, the slippery slope of the vaxtax. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to charge for healthcare. You're going to charge for smokers. Are you going to charge obese people? Are you going to charge people who get drunk, abuse alcohol, and have an injury related to alcohol? Thrill seekers, reckless drivers, extreme sports. Or what about people who have unsafe sex? We've known for 40 years what having unprotected sex could do. Having unprotected sex to do. We don't charge anything for it. No. So this is the slippery slope. As humans, we all do things we perhaps shouldn't. Things that are bad for our health, things that are bad for our well-being. But that's part of being human. Look, I smoked from the age of 14. I became a regular smoker only after 18. So like more regular, every day type of thing after the age of 18. Yeah, I smoke. Yeah. They would charge for anything as long as it's making money. And that's the thing. He doesn't care about our health. If he cared about our health. Oh, yeah, by the way, people, he had a curfew, too. He had a curfew in place. The curfew is supposed to be lifted this Monday. But I think he probably saw in his polling numbers that people didn't like it. Remember, it's an election year. Yeah. If I go to America, I'm going to make my husband be an illegal so he can get lots of stuff. Oh, God. Oh, God. They would charge for anything as long as it's making. Yeah. I used to smoke, never heavily, though. No, I was an incurable chain smoker, Fisherman. I was an incurable chain smoker. Oh, God, I miss the cigarettes. Badly. I miss them now. I find that I can't even stream properly without cigarettes. I find I cannot stream properly without cigarettes. Oh, God. It's almost an hour. Yeah, it's almost an hour. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. Biden came out and said that the restrictions didn't work. Really? Is that true? That's so dragon line. Wow. No, I did not know that either. I did not know that either. Yeah. No. Oh. But yeah, that's the slippery slope. If we start. Oh, you want me to move to where you are, Christina? Your backyard is the North Sea? Ha! That's cool. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'm trying, fisherman. I'm trying. But to be honest, I'm an emotional basket case without the cigarettes, and especially with being this sick. Like already, I'm anxious I'm going to have a heart attack every day because I get chest pains all the time. And I'm doing my best to stay out of the ER. And here's another thing I don't get. Okay? The unvaxxed are being blamed for the overcrowding in hospitals. Okay, I'm going to beg to differ because it's more of the vaccinated that are in hospitals, or it's half-half. In this province, it's pretty much half and half. And in Ontario, the numbers are slightly different. In Ontario, it's slightly different. But regardless, convenient scapegoat to blame a small group, right? Blame a small group. Think about this for a second. The reason the healthcare system and why we are where we at today is because 30 years ago, it goes back to 30 years ago, the 90s. Giving a little history lesson here. The Chrétien liberal government at the time cut healthcare transfers to the provinces. Subsequently, each province made their own cuts. And ever since then, especially in this province, where we became the capital of Canada for private-for-profit healthcare. Yep. It isn't working well for us. Trust me, it is not working well for us. It is not working well for us. So anyways, 30 years ago, the healthcare transfers and any successive federal or provincial government has never found a way to replace it. Has never found a way to replace, never, when things got better, they never reinstilled. Never. So here in this province, when the healthcare transfers were done, the government of the day, okay, the Parti Québécois, the government of the day, okay, closed down the small community hospitals. We had a lot of, in Montreal, we had a lot of small community hospitals that only took care of short stays and simpler procedures, broken legs and appendectomies and things like that. And they closed them down, the smaller hospitals, the community hospitals. They're shut down. And they also bought out the nurses and doctors' contracts. They've never been replaced. Never. And not by any successive government. Never been replaced. And at that time, with all the cuts happening in this province, and they made savage cuts in this province, Legault, our current premier, Franky Legault, was a cabinet minister in that government of that time. Ding, 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 ka-ching. Yeah. I know, but in the summertime it warms up, doesn't it? It did in Holland, if I remember. Yeah, it did. The North Sea is mean. If the hospitals are such a bad way, why are they letting so many? Yeah, I know. Well, according to the Quebec government, they're supposedly training new nurses. I'll believe that when I see it. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. So it's successive cuts. 30 years, almost 30 years of austerity measures are the reason why where we're at today. It's not because of the small, tiny group of unvaccinated people. It's because of austerity. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. No wonder I've shifted slightly to the right. Most of these people on the left are supporting all our fascist measures. And it is fascism. It's fascism to govern by decree and not consult the opposition parties. Well, if it's not fascism, it certainly ain't democratic. It ain't democratic. I'm sorry. I don't care, pandemic or no pandemic. It's more dangerous to lose your democracy. It's more dangerous to lose democracy. So, that said, all the austerity measures, 30 years of austerity measures are why we're at today. So instead of dividing us, I mean, let's face it, governments, corporations, they play the divide and conquer. Why? Because it works like a charm. And hell is it ever working like a charm nowadays. Hell is it ever. Yeah. Doesn't warm up in Scotland? Oh dear. So you never swim in it. Oh dear. Don't tell me, I might decide to be your roommate in Scotland if I can find a way to get there. I might decide to be your roommate in Scotland, Christina. Oh God. But I'm kidding, of course, Christina. I'm kidding. I wouldn't show up unannounced. But anyways, but I am tempted. I am tempted. But yeah, so if the so 30 years of austerity measures. So instead of dividing ourselves and hurling insults at each other, why are we not banding together to hold this government to account, to hold all our governments to account? Why are we not banding together to do that? Unity. Why are we not banding together to try to save what's left of our universal health care? Why are we not doing that? Why do we insist on dividing each other, being divisive? And why do they continue insisting on measures that obviously didn't work, that failed spectacularly? I'm not getting it. And here's the thing about Pfizer and Moderna. I've got a question that nobody answers. Okay? Because this is a fact. If they paid lots of money, they did. They paid lots of money in the United States. They paid lots of money to lawyers to shield them from accountability. In other words, you cannot sue them. If something goes wrong, you have an adverse effect, you cannot sue them. Okay? Let that sink in. You can't sue them. So what recourse do you have if something goes wrong? And things have gone wrong. Plenty has gone wrong. Just check the VAERS, the VARS reporting system in the United States. Lots has gone wrong. And so if you can't sue them, that means they themselves, Moderna and Pfizer, they do not stand behind their own products. I repeat, they do not stand behind their own products. So what I don't get is, if they don't stand behind their products, why should we trust them? Okay? Why should we trust them if they can't stand behind their own products? And I'm not understanding how so many people blindly trust them. You know all the memes you saw on Instagram and Facebook? Don't do your own research. You don't understand science. You don't do your own research. I'll tell you something. If I didn't do my own research, I would not have found out that Fedora would have caused a risk of blood clotting if you have blood clotting in your family medical history. I would never have found that out. Okay? I would never have found out that seizures were a listed side effect of a lot of these vaccines. I would never have found that out. Okay? I would never have found out that you couldn't sue them. A lot of things I would not have found out. Hey, Kimba, good to see you. My niece and nephew both got COVID at the same time. She was vaccinated. He was not. They were both healthy. She had mild symptoms. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Kimba. That's insanity. People should be held accountable no matter who they are. Exactly, fisherman. Exactly. And yet nobody is holding governments accountable nowadays. This is a topsy-turvy world. Nobody holds government accountable. They put on these measures. They don't, and nobody questions them. Although people were starting to question the curfew, the lightest curfew that our premier put in, at least that was a start. They were questioning the curfew. Yeah. Let me know where your plane arrives. I'll pick you up from the airports. If I could get a vaccine exemption to get there, I'll do it. I'll do it, Christina. I'll do it. Oh, God. Ah, Christina, I'm proud to call you my overseas friend. I'm proud to call you my overseas friend, Christina. Ah, she sent me a lovely kiss, and I never forgot that. I still use everything in your lovely care package that you sent me a while back. Although I ate all the candy though. I ate all the candy. The chocolates you sent me, the brownies I ate all that. This is nothing to do with fake. It's about power, money, and taking over. It's divided the people. Now I understand. Oh, God. Yeah, that's true, too. That's all true. I don't think they knew anything about this virus. The rules change every day. It's crazy. It is nuts. It is nuts. It is nuts. Yeah. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christina. Oh, God. So, anyways, just briefly, I'm going to do my obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Don't join the channel. I am removing the join button. Do not join the channel. But if you want to support me, that would be great. I have PayPal. It keeps the troll away. Keeps the YouTube troll away. So they don't get 30%. They don't get 30%. Yeah. So if you wish to, there's my PayPal. I also have a merch store that is remaining open as well. For those wondering, the merch store remains open. I haven't, the merch store remains open. Yeah. So here's your merch. Here's your merch. And also the Discord server. If you wish to join my Discord server, Fisherman is a member. I believe Christina is also a member. And others are members. I don't remember offhand. You can certainly do so. Also, my second channel will remain up. There are some fun comedy videos there. That's going to remain up, even though I am taking a YouTube swan song. But go check it out. And you never know, later, months down the road, if things improve, I may well upload videos again over there. Some fun videos with Shiza F. Ucker, Back the Panda, all those characters. So go check it out. Go check it out. It's called Fedora Social Experiment. Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram here. Okay, Instagram. Okay, and on Twitter. I'm on Twitter not that often these days, but if you want to find me there, you can. I'm more often on Instagram. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. So, yeah, there it is right there. There it is right there, boys and girls. Yeah. For those of you watching in replay, all the links I put it in the chat are also in, for those in the chat, for those watching in replay, the links that I just gave in the chat, you will find them in the description box below. Sorry, I'm stuttering again. Blah, brain freeze. Yeah. But, yeah. So, anyways, did I miss anything? So, yeah, that was my thing. And I think I've said pretty much everything I need to say. The comments section will be open. Okay. If you got any questions for me, let me know. If you got any questions for me. But bottom line is, I am panicked and I am stressed. about the idea of this vaxtax in my province, and it is the straw that broke the camel's back. I have to get the fuck out of here, and I've got to figure out where I'm going to go. I've got to figure out where I'm going to go. So it's going to be pretty, somebody who's chronically ill, somebody my age who's chronically ill. Yeah. And if anybody out there listening who has any power with the feds, when are they bringing Novavax here? Because that is the only vaccine I will consider taking. Novavax. The Europeans get Novavax, or they will be getting Novavax. I heard a first shipment is the batch of shipment is of Novavax is headed to the EU now. Well, maybe not at this minute, but you know what I mean. But yeah. Yeah, Montana, it's in the United States once again. It's not that I have anything against the Americans. I love you, but I don't love your healthcare system. I really don't love your healthcare system at all. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing, healthcare. I got to take that into consideration wherever I go. I really must take that into consideration. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, I'm pretty tired right now. Lucky thing I already ate my dinner. Oh, goody, goody, goody. I'm not hungry now. But yeah, oh God. So anyways, guys, I will, okay. Hold on. What is going on with my computer? It's doing weird things. Okay. So anyways, there will be my swan song video to come before I go. That's about it because I'm really tired right now. I tire out easily. Oh God. I managed to go over an hour and keep my oxygen sats at above 95%. So that's already a good sign. Yes. For those of you wondering, yes, I have gotten a new cardiologist. I've got a lung doctor, and I'm going to be seeing or consulting with both very, very soon. Thank God. I'm going to be consulting very, very soon with them. And yeah, I'll just have to mention I plan to leave. Yeah. I have some soup. I had soup earlier. Thank you. Well, might have more. I had soup. Thank you so much, Lulu. Thank you so much. So anyways, so that's about it. The swan song video will be coming in the next coming days. Depends on my stamina. And what I mean by stamina is that I can talk for a long period of time without A, turning into a basket case because of lack of cigarettes, or B, yeah, and that's why I sound cray-cray, and B, that I can keep my oxygen saturations above 95%. Yeah, and talk. So I wish you all a good night. Thank you all for stopping by, and those of you stopping by to watch in the replay. If I move to America, you must move in with me. You and hubby can be illegals. That would be quite the adventure now, wouldn't it, Christina? Well, oh God. That would be quite the adventure. Okay. So anyways, everybody, please take care of yourselves and each other. And please remember, because this is something that seems to be lacking with most people today. And I would have hoped during the pandemic and all the lockdowns, people would have learned to take care of their fellow man, but they don't. Okay, but they don't. But I'm going to put this out there anyway, that I always do on every extra of every video. If there is somebody vulnerable, at risk, or marginalized in your midst, please take the time to give them a call. Visit them if you can. Give them a call. Hit them up on social media if they got it. Sometimes just lending a sympathetic ear for 2 hours can make all the difference to that person's world. So please, you used to live in Alabama, Christina. Right on, right on. Thank you so much, Christina. Yeah. Thank you so much, Christine. You take care, everybody. I love you all. Remember, the upcoming Swan Song video is still to come. And I'm going to explain more as to why I'm leaving YouTube then. I promise it will all be laid bare. So catch you all soon. Hey, RBF, good night. Thank you for stopping by, RBF. It's available. I will leave this video up in replay. You can all watch it in replay. The links to support the channel, do not join. I'm removing the joining the channel. I'm removing the channel memberships, but you can PayPal me. You can send to my PayPal, or you can buy a piece of my merch. Okay. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by. Okay.